Right.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the No Hook Podcast with Joe's Kwame Fisher Jones, joined by my man Smoke Freezy, aka DMF. Now you were talking about your hair, man.
You see them waves going?
No, I just see the Batman sign. That's all I see, or the woo. Now that's
What's
much
going
not
on, bro?
connection
We're
with the
not here
woo.
to talk about my receding hairline.
I'm always here to talk about your receding hairline.
I'm sure you are. What's happening?
Can't keep running away.
And you figure it's in this goal rate faces at this point, so we might as well salute the old wave hairline. So some waves, some bubbling up. Look at that.
Yo, if you got to get that close to show your hair, yo, that's hilarious. You know, everybody, I was thinking about it, everybody in the crew outside of me is bald. Raheem is bald, Bond is bald, you're bald denial.
Bond has always been bald though.
Bond doesn't have leg hair. Anyway, all right, so because I can see him now, he's gonna text me and go, "That's what we doing? We talking about my leg hair on podcast now."
I don't know what you talking about.
He's very sensitive about his Appalachia, whatever he's got. All right, man. So I do a podcast with my man Chris Franklin, right? Beat writer for NJ.com, right? Great dude, great football mind. And we did our picks. And I picked the Packers to beat the Cowgirls.
So did I. It was my 5-star lock this week.
So you want some paper?
The Packers was 13-point dogs, and I was like, ain't no way. The Cowboys is gonna lose.
They were like 3-1 odds, right?
They always figure out how to lose.
Well, they were due for a Dallas game. Dallas was going to Dallas at some point. You know how they say Dallas is going to Dallas at some point. But I use the logic like this. I said the Packers are a team that run the ball. Essentially, aside from that, they don't have any play. Like, they don't have anybody that you say, oh, we got to get the ball to this dude. They don't have an A.J. Brown or Deebo Samuels. Like, they don't have a guy. So they can come out and essentially go feed the hot hand. They had their two running backs. Nobody on their offense had over 1,000 yards, whether it be receiving or rushing. But their quarterback had 32 touchdowns. They won 7 of their last 10 going into the playoffs. They beat the Rams, the Chiefs, the Lions. Like, they beat some heavy hitters. So I felt like it was nothing for them to go in and eat a Dallas sandwich. But then the flip side of that, and this is the thing that really had me tripping. There's this misnomer in today's world that if you don't talk about it, then it doesn't happen. Like, if you don't talk about a team, if you don't talk about a player, then they obviously can't be good. Like, I'm watching De'Aaron Fox right now. This dude is like 5th in All-Star voting. He should be an MVP candidate. He's a monster on both ends. He just ripped Dame Lillard in mid-half court. Like, he's a monster.
I saw De'Aaron Fox play the Sixers. I didn't even know he was on the court.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's a great little cute line to say. But who wasn't on the court? There was a cute little bar you threw out there. But you know who wasn't on the court for the Sixers? Your boy, who never plays. So let's not drive down that road. Let's not talk about the Sixers right now. I don't think you want to hop in that lane. The point is, people don't talk about.
You pushed that.
No, De'Aaron Fox is a monster, dude. Whatever, and he plays. Does Embiid play? I'm sure he'll come out.
Saying he needs to be the MVP of the league.
No, I said he's an MVP candidate. I didn't say he was MVP of the league. I said candidate.
MVP of what? The team or the league?
The league. He's an MVP candidate. He should be an MVP candidate. He's barely
an All-Star.
Why? Because he didn't play well against the Sixers?
Yes.
So
MVPs always play well.
Say that again?
MVPs always play good.
MVPs always play good? So if it's game 7 of the playoffs, your MVP should have a monster game, right?
Yes.
And if you're playing 3 games in 6 nights, your MVP should take the floor, right?
It depends.
If your MVP's got tenderness in his knees or tendonitis or a swollen toe, he can't play. Stop it, man. Look,
Well,
you
if you
watch
got a
De'Aaron
big
Fox
7 foot
play
guy
one game.
who's
You
going to
watch
stand
De'Aaron
at the
Fox play.
elbow, hezzy, pull it, and catch it, is pretty much that going there 100%. That's what Joe's going to do for you. He's going to be hurt a little bit, but
he's gonna be hurt a little bit.
a little bit, yes.
You know what? I'm going back to the Packers. You're not sucking me into this foolishness. Pause. You're not getting me into this foolishness. Because you know as well as I know that dude is always hurt, always missing in critical moments of the game. But let him play the Chicago Bulls, he's going for 60. Let him play against a Western Conference team that barely sees him, he'll go for 60. And then he'll walk around and do all of this. But when it's game 7 against the Celtics, I don't want the ball. Give it to Hart. It's his fault. Get out of here.
Why are you so angry?
It ain't my fault number. Because
Why
he always
so
gets me riled up, and you always do it on purpose. Moving back to the Packers. So the point is, you got me screaming over here. The point, I need my stress Chinese things. The point is,
you need to relax, bro.
You don't need to relax. I want him off my team, Dane. And you know it. I want him off my team. God, I can't wait for him to leave. I can't wait for him to leave.
You saying you want him off your team is just, you're from hateration. You got all that hate in your spirit.
Me King Hater. King Hater, right here. I want him off the team.
Who else are you going to get better than John
Somebody that's going to play 70 games. Someone that's going to play 70. Nobody's
going to be better than Joel Embiid. No one.
Really? So no matter nobody. Because Evan Turner.
I thought you was talking about the Packers.
Evan Turner was on the team that got us the second round of the playoffs. Drew Holiday was on the second round. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Tell me the difference.
I thought we was talking about the Packers, man.
You brought him up. The point is, people don't talk about these teams and these players. And they go, I don't want to say under the radar, because if you pay attention, you know that they're there. But because no one talked about the Packers, the assumption was that they were just some little lollygag, happy to be here team that wasn't going to go in there and smack the Cowgirls in their mouth.
No, J-Love gets busy.
I ain't going to say he gets busy, but I will say he got busy today. He was knocking the boots today. He was knocking the boots.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, but the Cowboys are steady choking in big games.
They don't even choke. This is who they are. This are. This is not even a choke job. This is what they do. They hadn't lost. Like, dude, going into this game, it was something like 8-0 at home, had been blowing the doors off with dudes. Remember when they beat the Eagles? We the champions. We the NFC. We the best. I'm not going to wear my NFC. I got bigger fish to fry. Well, you got all the time in the world to fry them fish now, Dakota. 10 to get you 20. Dakota's not the quarterback in Dallas next year. I said it when he lost to Brock Purdy. I said it when they lost to the 49ers. 10 to get you 20. He will not be the quarterback next year. Everybody says, it's a long season. He can pick it up. The Cowboys, they're rolling now. Yeah, they're rolling their behinds right back down. Yo, and I said this, right, when I was talking to Chris. And it was hilarious because I said, the Cowgirls get down at home. They get down, let's say 7-0. They come out, they get a 3-and-out, or even worse, they get a couple first downs but got to punt it away. And the Packers score again. Field. Now it's 10. Then that believe balloons to 13. You're going to have 70,000 negative people coming down on you like Ric Flair. Or what was it? The Hawks, they're coming down on you. It's what goes on in Philly. It's what goes on in Philly.
That was one of my favorite things is to think of the Cowboy fans going home mad, just pissed.
And to quote the fan, they said they look mad. They look big mad right now. Yeah.
The Cowboy fans shoot their TVs when they start losing. That's how they roll.
Well, they used to it now. They gotta be used to it now. It's hilarious though.
So let me ask you this though, bro. If the Cowboys, they lost, where do you go from now if you're the Cowboys? Because every year you say you got the team.
I just do the rant about Joel, like staying in that mindset, man. If you know where you're gonna go with this dude, why are you still getting in the car with him? Like at some point, you're your own oppressor. If you know where this dude is going to drive you to, you can't get mad. Put it this way: if you know he's always going to go to Popeyes, you can't get mad he didn't go to KFC, and then be like, "Oh well, I wanted to eat there." Well, then you should got another driver, or you should have hopped in another car. If you know you're going to lose with Dakota eventually, why do you keep bringing him back? And it's not about giving it to Trey Lance; it's about making a move. Sometimes what they say, you got to take 2 steps backwards, stand strong, or something. What is it? 2 steps backwards.
2 steps back to take 1 step forward.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't like that one. It's another one that they have. But basically,
I could be wrong. I could be
it's
saying
time. It's time to move. It's time to move on. Man. It's time to move forward. It's time to get yourself in another direction, or it may be the wrong direction, but you got to change direction because you know where you're going to go with this.
I mean, are you going to change direction in the draft or Trey Lance, or what are we working with here? Yeah. I don't even know if they have faith in Trey Lance like that.
Well, they may not have faith in him, but he's got a contract that allows you to at least check it out. And, look, Chicago, if you're in Chicago right now, not even if you're Justin Fields right now, you're going to the Bears front office and say, I want out. I want out. You got the number 1 pick. Go get yourself Caleb Williams. I think I said the young brother's name. Go get yourself the quarterback from USC. I want out. Let me get fresh. Let me go somewhere. And Chicago doesn't need a bunch of stuff from him. They can just get a couple of second round. Like instead of holding out to get 4 number 1s, take like 5 second round picks and a couple players.
What's the wideout on Chicago? I just want to the one that gets busy.
Michael Jordan?
The wideout on Chicago.
There is no wide receiver on Chicago that gets busy. Nobody.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is. DJ Moore is his name.
DJ Moore from the Panthers? And they got traded to Chicago?
Yep, he gets busy.
He had a good game. I'm going to bring his numbers up while we talk about it because I don't think he had a good season. But dude, so Justin Fields has got to be in the conversation. But either way, you have to move on from Dakota. You can't pay Dakota.
It's going to be interesting to see, man.
It ain't going to be interesting to see. We know how the story goes. And you know how the story goes up. I owe you an apology. He did get busy this year. 96 catches, 1,300 yards, 8 touches. I owe you an apology. You were right. I was wrong.
I am right.
Damn.
What'd you say? I was right. You was wrong?
Yeah, you were right. I was wrong.
Still right. You still wrong?
Don't be extra with it. Don't be. Speaking of jerks, what you think of the Jason Whitlock and Stephen A thing?
I love it. I hate both of them for the record. But I'm definitely with Stephen A on this one.
Why? What are you with?
Well, I don't like Stephen A for a record. Remember, 20 years ago, he may have been cool, but 2024, he's not so cool. It's like, man, I already heard this over and over again. So Jason Whitlock definitely doesn't get no props. He is a, you know what?
Well, all right. Okay. Go ahead. I got you. But go ahead.
You're a Jason Whitlock fan, right?
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
I
respect any black man that's made it to the level that Whitlock made it. The thing about Whitlock, if he wasn't so evil, he's good at what he does. He's just so evil, it gets lost in it. I didn't appreciate. Okay, first of all, Whitlock is on the internet. So on the internet, and I'm saying it like that for a reason.
Intranet, yeah.
Now, isn't intranet like the inner office stuff? The internet.
Intranet, yeah.
No, the intranet is the inner office. Like if you work for like Cisco, you're on the intranet. That's how you interact with everybody in the office. The internet is where we are.
Right.
He's on the internet. So he's on the internet. And when you're on the internet, you got to just throw everything you got against the wall to get it to stick. So it's like I'm about $1. What is 50 cents? So
is that respectable though?
It's not about respectable, dude. Do you care if you're respected when you cash your 6-figure check?
Well, did I watch a brother that's disrespectful all day long? No.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you may not watch him, but there's 10 million people that may. See
You
that,
know what kind of people that are watching
but
him.
it doesn't matter. The checks don't come like the checks don't come segregated.
No,
I get
you're
what you're
wrong.
saying. You don't respect this
You're
hustle. I get
wrong.
what you're saying. That's not a good look.
It's not about the money.
For
It's
us, it's
never
not
about the
about the money.
money.
But I'm gonna tell you why. This is a good point. The reason
It's
why
cool
it's
they
not
make
about the
money.
money. It's not the reason why it's not about the money for us is because we got peace in our heart. Whitlock doesn't have peace in his heart, so it's about the money for him. Whitlock has no children, no wife. He has no one that loves him for him.
Ooh, that brother
Like,
is a tough looking brother too,
well,
boy.
it's not about tough. I mean, they're professional athletes. I won't get into names that are hard up, but still get. What is that? Is that your? Let me say it again. Let me say it again.
He's got the duck leg block.
The duck, the bird.
He got the duck leg block. The joking me laugh.
So it says, let me see what like invitation. Oh man, that's hilarious. I will say that's hilarious. That's the worst invitations I've seen. That's like my Shannon Sharp. That's like my Shannon Sharp invitation. Skill. Everybody tells me how awful it is. I thought it was good. You got to put that invitation in the bucket with the Shannon Sharp invitation. Never do it again. Never do it again.
I don't know. I was
Oh,
liking it. I liked it a little bit
because you didn't see it. What you
because he
saw in
had
your
his
mind is
thing.
that was so camera. What you saw in
Who's
your
got
mind is
the
that was so camera.
who's got the
No,
puppy?
no, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
I can't help it when I think about that man.
Oh, man. Yo, but Whitlock, it's funny to say Whitlock and Chase in the same sentence, but Whitlock is out here chasing views, chasing paper, man. He ain't
All right,
chasing
so let
paper.
me ask you this then: if Jason Whitlock don't have no family, no girlfriend,
No,
what is he doing
I
right
didn't say
now?
family. I didn't say family. So he has no wife, no children, no one to love him for him. See, your mother has to love you because that's her son, father, blah blah blah
Right.
blah. People that you don't get to choose your family, right? But your woman chooses you. A woman chooses you. Like that's the dude I want to lay in bed with. That's the dude whose breath I want to smell and go in the bathroom after. And your kids love you and learn from him. He has like his cupboard is barren at that point. So he just throws. It's like what is it? Misery. Yeah, misery loves company. You know what I mean? Hurt people. That's him. My issue with Stephen A is twofold. Dude, you're almost 70 years old. Why are you arguing with Jason Whitlock? Why are you punching down? You like, who cares what Jason? And that's the thing about Cat Williams too, man. Like, I get it on Cat's level. I get it. You work your butt off in a craft. You're trying to make you trying to do well, and you seeing dudes be more successful than you, not better than you, but your talent's not winning, and then you seeing them. So I get it in Cat's situation, and I get it with Whitlock. He wants Stephen A is the big dog. So if you want a shot at the king, you got to take that shot. But
But what did he do though? Why is there a situation? I mean,
who Stephen A?
yeah.
He did something. Whitlock did something you never, ever do with a man.
Oh,
Question
hilarious.
you questioned his integrity. You suggested he lied. You suggested he made things up, and he said he was basically unintelligent because you called him a bad writer, which is not true. Of all the things Stephen A. does, and I'm
He's a
not the
good
biggest
writer.
Stephen A. He was an amazing writer. He was
Right.
an amazing writer. And look, I'm not the biggest Stephen A. fan. I would never disrespect. I won't say never. I would be hard pressed to disrespect him. I have my grievances. One of them being that he calls white people brother. Like, dude, what are you talking about? But um, I respect his accomplishments and I respect his grind. And let me tell you something. Stephen A. was a dope writer. He was a dope writer.
I give
He
him
was
props for
a
that.
dope writer. Like he was not even up for debate. He was a dope writer. He was better than Whitlock because I used to read Whitlock in the Kansas City Star. But Whitlock wasn't a good. Whitlock was a solid writer, but he wasn't anything. You know, them dudes got over 100K when they were writing. Yeah, man. When you roast to write, back in the day when you was a sports writer, you got paper. Now you barely lucky if you crack 770 or 70K, which
Okay, is
isn't a
that
bad
because of
thing.
the internet?
Yeah. Not
Huh?
only the internet, not just the internet, there's so many other avenues. Back in the day, you wake up, you get your paper. You go to the paper stand, go to the newsstand, get your paper. Now
Uh-huh.
everything's on the phone. You know what I mean? And
Uh,
that's what Whitlock was trying to do. Whitlock feels like if he gets trending, everyone's going to his page, everyone's going to check him out. The problem with that for a lot, it's a 50 cent business model, right? But Whitlock's not talented like 50. You know, Whitlock ain't got to get rich or die trying in his back pocket. So when Whitlock says,
hmm.
Whitlock is start screaming how to rob Stephen A. And
Well,
Stephen A.
why does he hate LeBron James so bad and every other black?
It does feel that way, but because this is just opinion, because LeBron James is successful and he's done everything right, and that drives Whitlock crazy. That's just where
Yeah,
I
that's
see it.
where he loses credibility.
Oh yeah, his arguments are unfounded. But here's the thing. Like I said, when he's not being evil, like when he's just doing, like when he's just talking about the Packers game, he's usually sharp and on point. The problem is it gets all convoluted with the evilness. Right now, he's trying to use smoke. He's trying to use smoke and mirrors, and that never works. In this industry, in this game right now, the market dictates who's hot, who's not. And when you try to use smoke and mirrors, basically talent gets lost in the fog. So no one wins. No one wins. And Stephen A. addressing him was like him cursing it looked awkward. It looked like your drunk grandfather
He
cursing
was
him.
like, I hate that man.
Yeah. I don't I,
I
I
hate,
hate I don't say I hate it
I
except that
hate
man.
him. Hate.
Like, dude, who cares? And I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw the bits of highlights as I was prepping for this. And I'm
Mm,
up on everything, so I pay attention, especially when
mm.
looking for on YouTube. But like, I'm good. And Whitlock laughed all the way to his views. He probably got more views in this 2 weeks than he's gotten in the last. I would say in the last quarter of 2020.
So he's just getting some of his shine.
That's all he wants. It's like being mentioned
Hmm.
in the same breath with somebody means you're getting the same air. And that's what it is. It's what Cat Williams did. And Cat Williams really doesn't need to do it because Cat is dope. But I
Yeah.
understood why Cat did it. I mean, you get tired, but you can't.
Hey Jones, did
Listen,
you see the new Dave Chappelle special?
nah, I don't need no all these freaking Steve streaming apps. I don't have Netflix, but I'm gonna get it because I want to see that and I want to see Griselda with Sophia Virago, whatever.
What is it called?
Griselda. Remember Griselda Blanco back in the day with us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Sophia
In
Virago.
cocaína.
Yeah, she Cocaine Cowboys. Yeah, that was a terrible accent. But yeah,
You need to work on it. How's that
nah.
Spanish? You trying to learn Espanol?
I want to learn Spanish, man, but the games are on.
They about to be off.
I want to learn Spanish, but the wings are coming out. Like I kind of feel like with Google Translate, I don't need to learn Spanish. I
How
just need
about
to learn how
that?
to get to the app fast. Get to
You
the app
got the
fast.
Google. You got the Google phone, and you like it, huh? You're in
Yup.
love with it.
I'm an Android dude, man. Miss me with that iPhone. All
Oh,
you
you
iPhone
push
users.
that.
All you iPhone. I wish I
You
could get a
push
T-shirt.
that.
I wish I could get a T-shirt that said Android user and proud. Android forever. Like, nah, man. All that
What
iPhone.
makes you feel
I used
that
to work.
about the worst system of them
You know
all?
what? Really? Because I know the iPhone was out here robbing y'all every time a new phone came out. They was
Uh-huh.
stifling your phone, so you had to go run and get your new iPhone. Could get my new iPhone. And then they came out and said, wait a minute. You guys were making my
That's
phone
not
not
true.
work. That's so
I'm
true. They
shooting
said
this
it on
podcast
the
on a
suit.
10X, buddy.
Yeah,
So this
well,
is a 10. They're on 15, so I had this
full,
phone for
full disclosure,
several
you
generations.
also have a Yahoo email address. So are we really
Are you
taking your
bringing up
word for
old
it?
stuff?
Are we really taking your word for it? Are we
Why are
really
you
taking your
bringing
word?
up old stuff?
Nah, I love my Android though. I love my Google. I want to
I
get
know, it's pretty cool. I liked it.
yeah, it does
It's
what
like
I
the
need it to
latest
do.
version, though, right?
Mm-hmm. It is the most recent one, and I want to get the other one. The only thing my phone doesn't do.
That joint was impressive when I seen you hold it, and I was like, man. Usually I don't say that, but your phone, I was like low key.
You are a diabolical hater. You are a habitually diabolical hater.
Yes, proud.
You do.
Proud.
All right, so what we got on these Rams and Lions? Everybody talking about the Lions are going to win. Why? What am I missing here?
I don't know. I think the Lions have a good defense. I don't know what the
Lions are
Rams
at
is bringing
home.
to the table.
Matt Stafford. The Lions at home. The game is on right now. I think they're down like 10-7. I'm double check right now. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why everybody loves. Yo, the Cowgirls lost. It's always a good 14-10 Lions. It's always good when the Cowgirls lose.
I love it. Yeah.
And you know they gotta make changes. You know they gotta make changes.
The first change is that they have to change their mind on what they're doing for the offseason. Because they're going to be at home.
Vacay started a little early, didn't it, bro?
Yeah, the vacays, yeah.
That down payment, that deposit just turned into a down payment.
Yeah. Yo, clear your schedule. You good. You got
nothing. Schedule's cleared. What time I gotta tell you my locker? Monday? Yo, they're gonna be in the they're gonna first interview. What happened, Dak? They came out, they got at us early. We tried to make some plays, just didn't make some. Yo, I'm good on all of that, man. I'm good on all of that. I don't want to hear Dak. If I'm a Dallas fan, I don't want to see Dak anymore. No, and I think
you don't want to see Zach.
I don't want to see Dakota anymore, man. Send him to Chicago. Send Dakota to Pittsburgh. Send Dakota to New York. Send Dakota to Washington. You got to
Cleveland.
No, Cleveland got a good little thing with the massage dude.
They got smoked by CJ Stroud. And the Texans, and I'm low-key.
It's amazing what positive. I'm liking the Texans. It's amazing what a positive environment will do for you. It's amazing what a positive environment.
Yeah, the victim is holding down.
And conversely, Philly's going to Tampa Bay. And I think it was AJ Brown who said it'll be good to get out of Philly. No, Darius Slay said it. It'll be good to get out of here because it's negative. The moves start early. I never understood that about the Eagles, about Eagle fans or Sixer fans or Philly fans in general. They were booing the Eagles at the Giants game at the coin toss. We wanted tails. Like, what are we doing? Like, getting rid of that negative energy, get rid of that negativity.
We'll start winning. That's how you get rid of the
But dude, it's a whole process, man. They did beat the Giants. It's a process. They did beat the Giants. And it was still negative energies out there.
They barely beat the Giants. They lost to the Cardinals.
You're right, because when you win by 20, you get 2 wins. When you win by 30, you get 3 wins. When you win by 40, you get the same 1 win regardless of how it ends. So don't tell me they barely won. It's the same thing.
They barely won. They barely won. They was barely winning all year. And now this is what's happening. They're losing.
Well, not having AJ Brown's going to hurt, but I like my birds to fly.
And I don't even know if I'm going to think they're going to beat Tampa Bay tomorrow. I don't know.
They will because Baker Mayfield's Tampa Bay's quarterback. They will because Baker.
Because what?
Because Baker Mayfield is Tampa Bay's quarterback. I feel confident.
Your boy AJ Brown.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because AJ's probably more hurt than we know. So you get someone fresher on the edge. But here's another thing. Without A.J. Brown and a hurt Devontae Smith, what do the Eagles have to do? What do they got to do?
Run the football.
Run the ball. That's it. Run the football. Do that, you'll be okay.
I agree.
Run the football.
It's probably going to be raining and everything.
They'll be okay. They out there trying to throw the ball like they, the Air Coryell run and shoot offense with Warren Moon. Dude, just run the ball. Run the ball, throw on first down, run on second, third. You'll be good.
Who is the blame for that? Is it Brian Johnson or is it Coach Sirianni?
The Eagles' offense statistically is very good. Statistically, they're very good. I would say the blame for everything is a couple things. They never should have bailed on Sean Desai. They never should have bailed on him.
I agree. Panic button.
It wasn't not even just a panic button. It was a we don't believe in what we've been doing move. And if you don't believe in what you've been doing, then why were we doing it in the first place? So now I'm questioning your decision making. Then you traded him for a guy that nobody likes. Don't give me he mended fences. When Matt Patricia came to Philly, and I've said this 4 times, we'll say it for 5th time, he didn't get a chance to rent or buy. He didn't get a chance to find a good spot to eat, get a spot to eat. The first thing he had to do, not know the players, not get acquainted with the city, he had to go apologize to players that used to play for him. That's not the dude you want calling your defense. And he's been in the same. What are you saying?
What happened?
The first thing he had to do was mend fences with Darius Slay when he got to Philly.
What happened?
Everybody in Detroit hated him. All the players hated. It was a mutiny on him. They hated him. Not disliked him, not strong disdain, not wish for better days. Hated him.
So what did D. Slay say about it? Like he was like,
I hated him.
Since he on the Eagles, we said what we said. We made up.
We pieced it up, and we ironed out our differences, and I'm all good going forward. Hour later, he gets surgery and misses 5 games in a row. Yeah. When people tell you who they are through their actions, listen. That was where the Eagles. That was where the season went awry. Because think about it. Think about this. They had beaten Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Dakota Prescott. You know what I mean? There's another quarterback in there that I'm missing.
The cat from Seattle.
No, they hadn't beaten them yet. They hadn't played them yet. So the quarterbacks they had beaten on the way to that 10-1 record before they got rid of Desai. Tua Tagovailoa. Tyler, I can't pronounce it. Tua, Dakota, Patrick, right? And Josh Allen. Those were the quarterbacks they had beaten with that same defense. Then they come out, they have a bad run against Purdy, and you make the change. It was a bad move, and it questioned what everybody wanted at that point. So now they've gotten a chance to kind of sit back. They got a team they're familiar with.
It got ugly.
It got Shanae real quick out there, but it is what it is now. You can't go back. The past is behind us. So at this point, they've got to focus on that, but they'll be all right at Tampa Bay. Here's the thing.
I don't see them stopping nobody.
They don't need to stop.
You got Patricia.
They don't need to stop.
Patricia looks like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, the number 2 pencil. The number 2 pencil in the era where people use cell phones and electronic pens on their phones, like you just look goofy. I don't like the cut of his jib. Never have. But I didn't know enough about him. I'm on it now. Pause. Yeah, it's not.
You what?
I didn't like the cut of his jib. I don't like Patricia. Never have. I don't like anybody. Oh, we got 4 minutes. Bill Belichick, Gerard Mayo. Why are you taking that job?
Because he needed a job. I don't know.
All right, let me ask you a question.
I don't want Smellicheck.
What's the hardest?
No thank you.
What's harder for you to go after? Like, let's say I'm trying to think of something. There's nothing good that comes after somebody that's left an impression. If someone blows up the bathroom, you don't want to go after. If someone's been an icon in an industry, you don't want to go after. When someone's yelled at the cashier when they fix food, you don't want, like, when someone leaves an impression, you don't want to go after.
Mayo?
Yeah, he's going to be the coach of the Patriots now.
How do I know him though?
He used to be a player for the Patriots. He was a good player.
Oh, okay.
And he's been an assistant over there. And Robert Kraft, God bless him. Dude, back your head up, man. Robert Kraft, God bless him, is hell bent on diversity. But yeah, man, it's not a good look. You're replacing, and I albeit a guy that I think is vastly overvalued, He's still a guy that had in 24 years, 6 Super Bowls. Mayo won't get
with Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's why he got those Super Bowls. How
Right.
great is Tom Brady looking right now? And so
he did till he's 40 plus.
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken that job, dude. I would have said, "No ski, I'm good. No, thank you." And why do people do that? Why do they try to get the same? Like, why do they try to get the same person? Like, it's like, dude, go new, go start something fresh, creating something new legacy. Why are you taking the guy that's already been there? He's not gonna have the same level of success. And you want Tom Brady? He's got macaroni and cheese at quarterback. That's who should be. Dakota should go to New England. That's where he should go.
There you go. That's a good.
That's where he should go. Veteran quarterback. You get a guy that's going to win you 12 games a year, and you can compete.
Yo, I gotta go to the bathroom though.
All right, man. I'll end it now. Next time, you gotta give me a signal or something like this.
I kept trying to interrupt. I was like,
all right, man. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna end it. I'll send you the joint later. All right.
All right.